The sun, our lifeline, the heart of our planet, the engine of every breath we take. But what if, just for 24 hours, it suddenly went dark? No light, no warmth, only darkness swallowing Earth. 10 minutes later, the sky is black as if night has fallen everywhere at once. Streetlights flicker on, satellites scramble to adjust, and panic spreads. People pour out of buildings, staring upward in disbelief. Plants, which rely on sunlight for photosynthesis, fall into sudden stillness. Birds, confused by the eternal night, circle aimlessly. 1 hour later. Temperatures begin to slip. It's not an instant freeze, but the Earth's surface is losing heat. On average, the planet cools by about 1 degree every hour without sunlight. It doesn't sound like much, but for delicate ecosystems and power grids, it's the first warning sign. Solar panels fall silent. Millions of homes that depend on them are suddenly without power. Across the world, demand on electrical grids surges as heating and artificial light become essential. 2 hours later, confusion turns into dread. The oceans, normally absorbing energy from the sun, begin to cool on their surfaces. Weather patterns falter, wind slows, and clouds hang without movement. Crops across vast farmlands shut down their energy production. Insects that follow daylight retreat into hiding, breaking the chains of pollination. Animals that rely on sunlight to navigate become restless, colliding, wandering, or falling still. 6 hours later, the darkness is now absolute. The familiar rhythm of day and night is broken, and human behavior begins to collapse with it. Hospitals overflow with people suffering panic attacks and accidents caused by the endless night. Without sunlight, the human body's circadian rhythm, the natural clock tied to day and night, starts to lose balance. Sleep patterns distort. Hormones shift. Confusion deepens. 12 hours later, temperatures plummet dramatically. In some regions, the air has already dropped by 10 to 15 degrees. Frost begins to form where it shouldn't. Crops like wheat, rice, and corn are under stress. Power plants burn through fuel reserves at alarming rates. Natural gas, coal, and oil demand skyrocket. In wealthier places, people turn up their heaters. In poorer areas, families huddle together in the dark, burning wood, paper, anything that gives warmth. 18 hours later, the oceans are cooling further. Some marine animals grow sluggish. Coral reefs, already fragile, begin to stress under the sudden absence of sunlight. In coastal towns, fishermen find the waters eerily quiet. Migrating birds that depend on the sun for direction scatter in confusion, some collapsing from exhaustion. Around the world, skies remain black, filled only with stars. It is breathtaking, yet terrifying. 24 hours later, the Earth is now several degrees colder. The global average temperature has dropped by nearly 10 degrees in just 1 day. Crops have endured a full cycle without photosynthesis, and while they won't die immediately, their growth is crippled. Ecosystems stagger. Food chains falter. Human societies cling to artificial light, but the strain on power grids is overwhelming. Blackouts ripple from one region to another, and then, as suddenly as it began, the darkness breaks. The sun returns. Blinding light floods the earth, warming the soil, recharging the atmosphere, reigniting photosynthesis. Birds resume their flight. Oceans begin to recover their currents. Humans emerge from their shelters, shaken but alive. But the scars of that single day would remain. The loss of crops, the collapse of fragile species, the psychological trauma of a world without its guiding light. For 24 hours, humanity stared into the abyss of a world without the sun, and it was enough to remind us of one simple truth. Without that sun, we are nothing.